Hey! Dude, I'm eating like a piece of Spam right now. This is the only thing I've had to eat all day. I'm eating it like that little, you know that meme of the rat eating the M&M? The animated rat eating the M&M? That's me. With my little piece of Spam. There we go. Yum. Dude, I love Spam. Personally, I like cooking it on the stove more, but I tried making it in the air fryer this time. It tastes practically the same, but it has like a slightly different vibe. You know. Hi! I was thinking of if I wanted to actually play Ace Attorney today, or if I wanted to do like something more casual, because dude, I do want to play Papa's Freezeria again. I know that y'all love it when I play Papa's Freezeria. Hi! So I was thinking of doing that, but I could always do it later. And it is the weekend, and we got time, Papa's Freezeria mentioned. No, I love it, I'm loading this in. We gotta get to work. This is when it gets super quiet, huh? What a coincidence. Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy? Yeah! The climax was really awesome. Steel Samurai! Sushi Slash! I got chills down my spine when he pulled out that move, whatever. I suppose it's really more impactful to watch a show in person than on television. I have to say, though, this embassy is set up kind of funny. I mean, they have two countries sharing the same building. Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the two countries. So let me get this straight. The Steel Samurai show just now is being sponsored by one of the two countries. The one that's called Kingdom of Alabast? Alabast? Right? Let me see. Yeah. Holy pretty flag. They just be doing shit. Like, oh. It thinks that I'm inactive, Lod. You're gonna hear that thing soon. Oh, I didn't mean to skip. Hold on. Pressing every button but the ones I want. Yes, it would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well. Seems that way. But you know who I'm really into? The Jammin' Ninja. The Republic of Babal is sponsoring a Jammin' Ninja stage show. They just be making shit up. That shit is so funny. I'm sorry. That's something for fangirls like me. We've totally got to see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. The Jammin' Ninja show is gonna kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end. Dude, I was talking to my friend yesterday, and I had to do a different voice for, like, what I was quoting. So I did, like, somewhat of a similar voice to that, and my friend was like, that was scary as fuck. Don't do that again. Like, I was talking casually, and then I started talking like this instead. And he's like, that was scary as fuck. Don't do that again. The Jammin' Ninja show is gonna kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end. You know, ever since I first met this girl, I've always had this inkling that what she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja.
So anyway, about today's event. What was it called again?
The Kingdom of Alabast versus the Republic of Babal Goodwill Jubilee. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. Babu? He's scared of your power. This whole arc/mission is... oh, Lord. Oh, God! Say. Is this the first playthrough? Yes, I haven't played this before. The only other, like, case of shit like that was when I played, The Great Ace Attorney, but I only played, like, 3 cases, and then I was like, wait, let me finish the older episodes first, and then I'll go back to this one. That shit was shocking, so I was like, hey, is that a slur? And everyone was like, yeah, that's a slur. I was like, oh! Yeah, because I was getting the vibe I couldn't say that. These two countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature. It was called the Principality of Codopia. Codopia?
Is everything alright, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I'm alright. Moving on. After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, those signs of their past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and the butterfly motifs to this day. Codopia, huh? Like the Codopian Embassy? Yep. The KG-8 incident. And what was referred to as the second KG-8 incident, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Codopia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have split into two. However, the Yatagarasu still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something.
Oh, excuse me. What were we talking about again? Ugh.
If you could please stop spacing out on me. Anyway, we were talking about the Alabast versus the Babal Goodwill Jubilee. The two countries have a pretty
bad, golly. This name just be naming shit. I'll be your guide. Yeah, that one, I can't let go of that one. I'm sorry. This franchise just be doing shit. Last match, they were talking about a motherfucker named Deadman. Bro's first name Dead, last name Man, and he was the murder victim. Okay.
The two countries have had a pretty bad relationship with each other. But supposedly, they've been trying really hard to make up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event.
If that's the case, then why the verses?
Also, both countries claim to own the real...
Premidux? Hold on. What is her outfit? Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. She's a child. Leave her alone. My parents lovingly naming me Deadman. I mean, low-key, they were never wrong, though, because, like, at the end of the day, we all gonna be gone one day. We're all gonna be gone one day. They said this will matter, eventually. Primidux? Ducks. Okay, ducks for sure. Primidux.
The Primidux statue, a national treasure to both. They're planning to have them publicly evaluated today to see which one's the real deal.
Okay, need I remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires?
Well, when it comes to treasure, I can't help myself. You know that.
Kay, he literally said he gonna lock your ass up the second you steal something. Kay, he literally has told you so many times. He said, if you steal even one little thing, if you steal gum out of somebody's pocket, I'm gonna fucking have you arrested. And you just sit here and you like, oh my god, Kay the motherfucker that you see in comment sections just leaking pirating sites. Like full domain, full name, everything, just leaking it in the chat, getting that shit banned. Kay. Your friend is a bad gay. Like, oh my god. He literally was like, I'm gonna get you arrested the nanosecond you steal anything, dude. She had better be saying that in jest.
Hey, I can read your body language, you know? And you've got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you.
I know. No, you were side-eyeing her. We can hear your thoughts. And although we don't know if the Yatagarasu will really make an appearance, I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. Yeah, I can move. Okay. Okay, the fit kind of hard, though. I fuck with the helmet. Watch this case be a theft case. 10 more minutes. No, 5 more minutes. But isn't it really bad for me to spend time doing this? It's no use!
It's no use!
Would someone please just tell me what I should do? You appear to be troubled by something. May I be of any assistance? Leave me alone! I'm trying to figure out just the right time to talk to that girl over there. And if I mess it up, it'll be because I'm talking to you right now. And if I go over there mogging the fuck out of you and I go talk to that girl instead, then what, bitch? Rude as fuck to me for what? You lucky Miles not petty. Talking crazy to me. Like, wow.
Somehow I get the feeling he's about to fall flat on his face.
Well, let's just do as he wishes and leave him alone. Yeah, bye, chud! Which one?
You know, I've seen a lot of these shows.
Oh, ooh, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay, I guess I don't get to fucking read it. I suppose there's no graceful way to enter this conversation. Let me read it now, Jesus. You know, I've seen a lot of these shows in a bunch of other places. But today's show, it was like they went for a complete comedy. Know what I mean?
Yeah. And that last move, the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash, I couldn't help but laugh. I know, right? And that Pink Princess's movements were really stiff. In the middle of the show, I could swear that I heard her hip crack. Oh, I know. I totally thought that too. The Pink Princess has a bad hip? Seriously? Just what were they thinking, you know?
Damn, okay. They not gonna want you, buddy. Do you hear the way they talking about that poor woman? They not gonna want you. I'm letting you know now. Don't even bother. He's standing like a fucking Pokemon trainer. He just waiting. Feel like if I make eye contact with him, he's gonna fucking like jump me.
Oh my god. Where in tarnation are they? Come on, Big Scoop. Hey, mister, out of the way. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I seem to remember this woman from somewhere. Yeah, when she was fucking lying up a storm. Ezra, why do you draw Damien like an Indian? Well, no, I don't. I draw him like how his mother looks in the comics. But would you be aware of that? Do you read the comics that show Talia like that? Do you read Damien's comics like that? Because I know damn well you're not going to nobody's post where they drawing him white as fuck and saying anything. Please get out of my face. I seem to remember this woman from somewhere. Yet my instincts are directing me to not engage in conversation with her. Perhaps it would be best if I left her alone. He's just dark-skinned. Mind you, he's not even dark-skinned. I draw him slightly even lighter than some official appearances where he's been drawn with darker skin. But I'm the problem, right?
And Talia a lot of the time ain't that dark.
Well, actually, no. In the more modern appearances, she's been drawn with darker skin, meaning currently she is dark. And Damien was also given that treatment, but, you know, due to colorism, a lot of the time they don't portray him that way. So what's your problem with it? Talking about, yes, I do. Bitch. You talking about old appearances while I'm talking about modern appearances. Let's be so fucking serious right now. Y'all only have a problem because, like, I draw him brown. You have a problem with brown skin. And then you're gonna make it my problem. Get out of my face. Is there something I can help you with? I was wondering what is beyond these doors. The Babylonis embassy is just beyond these doors, sir. Do you have some business with the embassy? Do you require immediate access? No, that's quite alright. Are you sure, sir? Anyone and everyone is always welcome in the Republic of Baval.
Well then, since we're here...
An embassy isn't some sort of theme park, Kay.
You're such a buzzkill.
It appears that the child is watching a video from the first season of The Steel Samurai. One second, hold on. Alright, I'm back. Little bro is invested. No, he on that grind. It appears that the child is watching a video from the first season of The Steel Samurai.
Go, go! Keep on fighting until your last breath!
I don't know what the fucking song is.
Go, my hero, the Steel Samurai!
Completely absorbed in singing the theme song. I see. I'll let the child watch in peace. He's like, yeah, well, yeah, he knows ball. He knows peak. Let me leave him be. There's a flat panel, a tape deck, and a row of Steel Samurai videos on this table. I suppose it's so visitors can watch an episode or two at their leisure. Could you imagine, like, just standing around for, like, 30 plus minutes per episode, just watching episodes of this? That seems, like, so awkward. Can't stay for long, but wanted to join and have fun. Okay, hi. Welcome for your short stay.
I guess it really is just that popular, huh?
Yes, although I never thought I would see it reach this level of popularity. Ace Attorney style Invincible games. Somebody could make a fan game just about the Guardians of the Globe murder case that happened, figuring out who it was.
I wonder why they decided to call on the Steel Samurai for an event like this. I mean, it's like they intended to cut the two countries apart with a samurai sword instead.
Wouldn't that go against the whole point of this event? Edgeworth is such a hater. Oh my gosh. Nothing new, bro. He aged like 40 years. After his father's passing, he gained like 40 years of aging. So he's like a grumpy old man, even though he's like 26. Okay, that's good. Alright, now give me a dramatic slam right there. Stop! Hey, do you mind? Get out of the way, buddy! Okay, once more. In 3, 2, 1, action! Okay, was it my fault just now?
Well, he's obviously working. I guess we should leave him alone.
Is she gonna cuss us out too? And we're here... And we're here, reporting live from the Theatrum Neutralis? As you can see, tonight's audience is full of enthusiasm. Let's see what this member of the audience has to say. Okay, that was good. Let's do one more run-through. Excuse me, but when you are ready to film for real, would you mind giving me a call? I sense that she didn't hear a single word I just said. Edgeworth speaks internally often because he has a mewing streak. I mean, shit. I mean, he looked good as fuck, so clearly it's working for him. Should I talk to him first or the other guard? Because I feel like we're gonna get less info from this guy. And this guy's gonna give us, like, a full, actual convo. I'm gonna talk to this one first. Is there something I can help you with? I was wondering, what is beyond these doors? It's the Alibastion Embassy. Now, unless you have some business with the embassy. I suppose I can't really claim to have any business with the embassy right now.
Well, you don't have to be so rude about it, Mr. Guard.
It's because he got that drippy-ass helmet, he think he better than us. Oh my gosh. This is the perfect angle. Go, my image! Travel across the wave world and into every TV set around the globe. A more honest approach to appearing on TV might serve your ambitions better. Ooh. What game is this? This is the Ace Attorney Investigations collection. There are pamphlets about the two embassies here on this table.
It still looks weird to me.
The country split into two a few years back. Isn't that something to think about? Like, for us, like, a lot of stuff like this happened so long ago, but, like, for this to just happen, like, only a couple years ago, is that not crazy? Was something stolen? Nah, not yet. And they've shared the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since.
Oh? I guess it's because they don't have the money to build two separate ones, huh?
I should think that's not the reason why, Kay. I suppose I'll just help myself to one of these. Oh? Can we just get... Yes! I was gonna say, yeah. When you're forced to split something 50-50 with your siblings, but then you give yourself way more. What is all the hubbub?
Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai! And he's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him!
I'm sorry, it's not funny. There's no way there's a person in that. There's no way there's a person in that. Hi! Did you see that Miles Loki was like shocked. Miles loves this shit, bro. Miles loves the Steel Samurai. May I speak with you for a second? It's the Steel Samurai.
Mr. Edgeworth! What are you glaring at him for?
Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before. He's so silly. He's so silly. That's that 20-year-old Miles coming out of him right now. The whimsy and joy in Miles. Oh my gosh.
It looks like he's written something down for you.
To Edgeworth, from Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Nia Old Tokyo.
Wow, an autograph! Pretty cool that you got one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
That's so excited. He said, I know he's feeling himself. Oh my god. Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you. Heavy-ass footsteps, golly.
We'll proceed to enter the kingdom of Alabasta to shake the hand of the
ambassador. Oh my gosh.
The Steel Samurai isn't the but rather can be thought of as a goodwill ambassador from our own country.
Okay, let me stop reading.
There he goes, off to spread goodwill to the world.
He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Is one of the leaders gonna get killed? Okay, we're shooting the next segment now. Cue camera. In just a few seconds, the Jammin' Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jammin' Ninja will enter the Republic of Babal. He is set to meet with the ambassador of Babal at that time.
The Jammin' Ninja show's about to start. We've got to get back to our seats.
Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas. He said, well, I saw my hyperfixation. I'm going home. I saw my interests. I'm going home.
Well, this show will change your mind. Come on, we have to hurry. If we miss even a second of the Jammin' Ninja's awesome playing, I'll never forgive you.
Ugh. I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay? Do you really... Brother, y'all paid for tickets to come in here, didn't you? Never mind, he's right. What the fuck is that? Damn, just hating.
I could listen to that A Ninja Marked for Death's lullaby song all day. His superb playing and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice, now that's the Jammin' Ninja's greatest weapon. Those pieces of Jammin' Ninja merchandise over there. I've got to have them. I especially want the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows. They're exactly like the ones the heroine, Princess Misola, wears in her hair.
You think they just make up the names on the spot? Like, they don't give a shit. They're just like, I don't know, name that motherfucker Misola, whatever. Whenever it's just like a little side character like that. Like a side character of a side character. Anyway, he don't gaff.
Anyway? Hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes?
You're thinking of going home, aren't you?
Well, it doesn't seem likely that the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely, it was simply a prank.
No way! I just know the Yatagarasu will show.
But I thought you said that the Yatagarasu doesn't send calling cards.
Yeah, I did, but...
I figured from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase.
But that card she sent was a genuine fake calling card.
A genuine fake?
Well, how can I word this? The Yatagarasu's mark, that's on the calling... The Yatagarasu... oh my god, give me 1 second. The Yatagarasu's mark that's on the calling card is exactly the same as my mark. Get it now?
We've got a problem! Oh. The Yatagarasu has been spotted in the Alabast. Ooh, inaudibles. What?
You heard that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha! So you finally decided to show yourself, you phony!
K.
Hey, what gives?
I'm sorry, but I will need to search you before you may enter.
What the? Hey! The Steel Samurai just waltzed straight on through without one. Now if you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony is gonna escape.
Girl, just take the key out your head. Take your belt off. Get all the pockets taken off. Like, girl, it's fine. Show there's nothing in your scarf, you'll be good. Okay, a country's embassy is considered to be part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country.
Mr. Edgeworth! I'm going to enter through Babal and climb over the wall to Alabast. You just said that in front of him!
You would tell a prosecutor straight out that you would intend to illegally enter another... Okay, are you listening to me?
Cape Verde, and I'm coming through!
Yes, and welcome. Someone stop her! Anyway! She don't believe him. He said, I'm a fucking narc. I'm gonna narc on you the nanosecond you do something illegal, bro. He was not believing that shit. Okay. Where are you? Mind you, she's probably gonna get blamed for whatever murder or whatever happens now, because she just ran off like that. Don't tell me you already did find some way over this fence. There's clearly a fire. You can hear that, right? Fire! This is too big for us to handle! Looks like the Yatagarasu came to Babal too! Oh, you accursed Yatagarasu. Okay, you better be alright, wherever you are. Gonna go have a good time, y'all. Oh, bye. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Loud. Okay. Oh my god. Look who dead on the floor. Isn't that the guy from the... Is that Manny Cochin? Am I tripping? What are these countries named? Babadook? What? They just be naming shit whatever.
I told you it wasn't me!
Sheena don't give a fuck.
Hold it!
Miles, you need to start going for runs, bro. Whoa. Okay, are you alright?
Do I look alright to you? Now can you do something about this woman?
Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe. What is the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's, this. He's...
It wasn't me! He was already dead when I ran in here, hot on the heels of the fake Yatagarasu. Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open-air stage.
He's been neglecting his stamina and been focusing on his lifting. A suspicious person? No, because he actually is surprisingly wide. Like, I like, for his, like, actual, like, sprite here, like, he got some wide-ass shoulders. Like, he look a little fit.
A long black coat and a hood, a long black coat and a hood over their head. I dared you to tell me that's not suspicious. When I saw that person, I immediately thought that they must be the fake Yatagarasu. So I chased after them into the embassy, then into here, then lost sight of them. But I just know that person is the one who did it!
What are you so worked up over? There's no reason for you to be this loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary. Sheena, I believe your name is, correct? And if you are making an arrest, I assume you have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime, Is that also correct? You refuse to answer? She's so cunt. I'm sorry, she's so cunty. I don't need to answer. You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority. Hey, Val! What the heck does what you just said mean? If it happened here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction. The end! And seeing how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate however we'd like. Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter. Huh? This office is considered to be part of the Republic of Babal, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of Babalese, to the Babalese government and Babalese law, giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights. Extraterrestrial rights? Sir, do you really believe that the truth is out there? Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's all. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place, which means we can do little here in this situation. No way, sir! Please leave this matter to Interpol's hands and go home. Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, you're not Mr. Edgeworth!
In that case, allow me to join your investigation. Oh! Ah! Golly, why did he even walk up to her? Yeet! It's her! Oh my gosh, I thought it was about to be that bum-ass fucking cop. Oh my gosh.
Ambassador Palladino, I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation.
It's really nothing. Manny was my secretariat? Blah, blah, blah. So of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Franziska?
Well, well, I never imagined that I'd meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct.
Hold it!
Already? What is it?
Ambassador Palladino. Hmm? And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant. Assistant?
Miles? What the heck do you think you're...
Please, I implore you, Ambassador Palladino. Very well. I'll be counting on the two of you, Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. What did you mean by you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant? I don't exactly have a choice, do I, Detective? If I don't become Franziska's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation.
There you go again. Running at the mouth with the aloof expression on your face.
Franziska, please.
I don't know what you're planning quite yet, but at least I do know one thing. That you are now my subordinate. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you, should you have a brain lapse.
Of course, I'll keep that in mind. Brother, at this point, I think he built up an immunity. Him and Gumshoe. Well, not Gumshoe. Gumshoe's still reacting crazy, but...
Are you done playing games?
Right. Let's begin the investigation. By the way, Detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here? Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty for the Babalese embassy today. And why are our police guarding an embassy? Well, on account of the card they got from the Yatagarasu, they called us up and asked for our help, sir. No, and because we've been searching for the Yatagarasu these past 7 years. It was more or less mutually beneficial, or it was a more or less mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. And isn't it crazy? They keep asking him, like, people not dying every time he guards anyone. Look forward to your next salary negotiation, although it's out of my hands. What does Yatagarasu mean? Yatagarasu is the great thief, like that's what it's supposed to be. That's the name of the great thief. That's supposed to essentially be like the Persona 5 Phantom Thieves, but somebody's pretending to be it, because Kei is the actual Yatagarasu, because her father was the real one. Well, there's been a fake one walking around, like, tripping the fuck out. But, sir, if it gets cut anymore, I won't be able to buy even instant noodles anymore. Y'all are so terrible to him. I'm sorry, that's crazy. Look at the knife. Whoa. There's a safe in here. Why can't we go past? Sorry, but Interpol is still conducting its investigation beyond this point. I'm a subordinate of Miss Von Karma. Is there some reason why I'm being denied access? My superior clearly stated, don't you dare let anyone near the site, you got it? If I let you examine the site, my superior will get really angry at me. You know, Mr. Edgeworth, I feel really bad for the guy, so why don't we just do as he says? Yes, I suppose we might as well. I want to look at the body, of course. So, our victim was the secretariat of this embassy, I take it. Manny Kochan. I heard that he was an admirable person. Very admirable. Mind you, he got away with murder. But whatever. The cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. He was lax in watching his back. We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. If the fire had burned a bit longer, it would have made identifying him a hassle. So Mr. Kochan was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire. What in the world happened inside this room? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. So, obviously he has the fucking Yatagarasu key. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have checked that out first. There appears to be something in his pocket. This key! Can't be. Isn't this the Yatagarasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago? What? But that's... Huh? 7 years ago? You mean that case where I was framed, sir? Yes. That's the piece of evidence that stole the life of Kei's father 7 years ago. Which was then stolen by Callisto Yu. What? Mr. Faraday was killed with this key, sir? Okay, his daughter's like right there. I thought he was killed with a knife! Scruffy, at the very least, try to remember the details of a crime you were a suspect in. Franziska, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Yeah, but he didn't think to get any more information on the case, hello? Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have been made privy to such knowledge. Oh, I feel like the victim right now, all trampled on, sir. I suppose I'll just have to fill you in now. the secret to this key is. Damn, that shit took forever. Oh, wow! That's amazing, sir! It's like some kind of magic trick. Yo, look at the symbol. I knew it. This is the same exact piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. I remember this beautiful pattern on the blade. Look at the gold part. Isn't that on the... Am I tripping? Yeah, look. Look at the flag. Look at the flag. The flowerish part on the flag. It's also on the knife. I remember this beautiful pattern on the blade. I remember this as well. It's a vine motif, isn't it? Yes. It looks like two interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. Vines, sirs? I think it looks like a bunch of stars, if you ask me. It's one of those six-sided stars, just like the police marks on our ID. I really don't think you can call these stars. To say the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be an understatement. The real question is why the Babylonis Embassy's secretariat... Why was the Babylonis Embassy's secretariat holding this? Well, we don't know how Mr. Kochin came to possess this key. We do know that this was stolen by the Yatagarasu from the Kadopian Embassy. That's right. Mr. Faraday had written the fact down in his organizer. I believe this means that further research is required into the country of Kadopia. Why don't you ask Ambassador Palleino about what he knows? Supposedly, he was a candidate to be the next Kadopian ambassador once long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have. Real? That's crazy. This man. Where do I know him from? How do we not remember him, but we remembered, like, everything else about the case? Am I tripping? It's a knife wound. It's obviously what... It's obviously that... Oh my gosh. It's obviously what he was killed with. But I wonder if it's consistent with the wound. Indeed. Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade's shape is also found to be consistent with the stab wound. I suppose this means that we now know the crime was committed with this knife. This knife's got some really fancy ornamentation going on, huh, sir? This thing practically screams artsy at me, too. Although, it's also covered in blood. Just like the last thing I said was artsy. I just got Alzheimer's in this game, I can't lie. But in the main game, he's like an elephant. Yeah, no, because God forbid, when I'm playing him, he's cracked. God forbid he's actually locked in the way that he's been locked in every other fucking game. But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Maybe there's no fingerprints. Maybe they were holding a cloth around it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it was a butterfly motif. It's very beautiful. Nothing else? I'm not seeing anything else. Not yet. The ceiling fan must have fallen from the ceiling. Well, yes. Hi. The ceiling fan? What does one of those do? Exactly what it sounds like it does. It's a fan that is installed on one's ceiling. Well, if I had one of those in my room, I'd bet I'd go dizzy from staring at it as I slept. Detective Gumshoe. In the real world, we close our eyes when we sleep. Yeah, can we free her? Get your fucking hands off my daughter, bitch! Kay, are you alright?
You believe me, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't think I did it, right?
Yes, of course I don't. I promise to prove that it wasn't you. That's enough chit-chat. You can investigate all you like, but it's only a matter of time before we take her in. It would be wise of you to give up while you still can. No, I don't think so. Kay isn't lying, and my investigation will prove that to be true. Go ahead and try then, if you're that confident. I can't allow this to continue on this way. I must prove her innocence post-haste. A small personal safe. This was Mr. Cochin's office. So perhaps he stored his most important documents in here. Of course, it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without a key. Okay, well, we have a key. Am I tripping? No, we can't talk about that other thing? Okay. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat.
Hold it!
But there is a possibility that it is related to the murder. Would you not agree? Wouldn't you agree? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't we give up on it for now? We can force them to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof. I suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the Primadux statues Kay was talking about earlier. Is it just me, or does this man look just like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. Me finding any way to talk about Damien? It looks like this was once a magnificent grandfather clock, but has fallen victim to the fire. Mind you, this is one of the few things that actually looks okay in the room. What are we talking about? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! Is it okay for me to talk about the clocks in my house, sir? If they're unrelated to the case, I hope that you will refrain from sharing, but... Well, there's this one clock that I made by myself, but... Oh, that's quite enough, detective. Damn. Edgeworth loves the Steel Samurai. Oh my gosh. Do you think he has a little bit of merch at home? Just a tiny bit? We know he has that thing in his office. I know he geeked about that too. He'd never say it out loud, but he geeked about that for sure. His fixation with the Steel Samurai is me with Terry. No, because the fact that I think what kills me the most is that he's like in denial about it too, on top of fucking everything else. These shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia. It's really strange, isn't it? I mean, I thought this was the Babalese embassy. So, why are there so many American souvenirs here? Perhaps the Babalese are studying American culture and our tourism industry? If they have plans to make a Babalese tourism industry truly flourish, then they would need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose. See, well, right there, they did, like, I know that we always call it, like, Japanifornia, But, like, he just straight up said that they're American. Like, please, they could have just picked, like, nobody would have cared if this was originally in Japan and they just kept it in Japan. It's so weird that they tried to, like, put it all together as two. Speaking of tourism, I got these from the blonde guy earlier, sir. Like, where are these countries from? They're European. I know that was said before. They're European. He said that if I bring these with me to Babal, I can trade them for a few buffets. So how do you expect to travel to Babal? You're broke. You don't have money. You can't afford plane tickets, sir. Well, the whole country is connected by the ocean, sir. And for an all-you-can-eat buffet, I'd swim all the way to Babal if I have to, buddy. He'll swim. Well, yes, he will. The fact that you definitely fucking typed it first is killing me. Can a few simple coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things? Oh. There's some knives on here too, right? Mr. Edgeworth, there's still something on this display rack, sir. There's a missing knife. Knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately. Guess the handles all got burnt off by the fire. So even the knives fell victim to the fire. Ambassador Palladino, are these knives yours? Why, yes, they are. They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babal. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Babalese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? I want Edgeworth. Real. There's a small release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador at Palladino. Why is this notch? What is this notch here for? To remove the handle. Oh, they probably took the handle that they actually did the murder with and switched it with a different one. Oh, that! It's a feature of these knives wherein you can freely exchange the handles on them. So that we can change out how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see. So these knives were constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. Hey, it's another butterfly! I believe it is the symbol of the Republic of Babal. A drawing this big on the wall of an embassy. It definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism. Well, I got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country. Well, that's not what the cops really be doing, I'm not gonna lie. You may want to, detective. However, I've yet to see the fruits of your desire. You don't have to be so blunt about it, sir. What else? What else? Should we talk to him directly? Maybe we'll look at the desk? I don't think we can. Yeah. So I'm gonna talk to them over here now. Wait. What was that? There's still some burnt objects scattered on the floor. Well, burnt things get burned and then they become burnt things, you know? So true. No. Because there's no way to prove that the burnt thing started out as a burnt thing. Dummy. Was it a burnt thing or was it not? I have no idea what's what anymore, sir. Yes, I suppose it's a bit hard for someone with a burnt-out light bulb to comprehend. I'm not gonna lie. Gumshoe, you just be letting him talk to you crazy. Hit him right in the mouth. He be talking crazy to you, bro. Water is a wet argument. I can't believe that Manny fell amongst thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is. Ambassador Paulino, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That and only that. I ask that you cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well. You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating! Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these. I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe. Oh, no! These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babal. Now I remember. The Republic of Babal is known for its feverish tourism industry. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased, Manny Cochin. Hey, by the way, I know that they ended up saying that he was not guilty, but how did he keep a job of such high power as someone that was like a heavy suspect? Like, no one to most likely have done it, but still was able to get out of it. You know what I mean? Like, yes, he was seen as innocent because of bad, like, information given. But, like, everybody knows that he still did it. How is he holding this position, like, as a secretariat for, like, an embassy? He was my secretary, and the embassy's secretariat, charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything. Accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures. I'm sorry, but did you say printing? Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry. So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, and coupons, etc., we have a printing press here in our embassy. I see. Please excuse my forwardness. However, I feel I should mention that I have a distinct impression that I have met him before. Oh, yes. Since you are of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident? The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny. So, your Mr. Cochin is the same man as the one in that case. It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. He was the only one who planned this event. He was the one who planned this event and was to oversee this embassy's renovations. It really is a shame. He's had such a bright future ahead of him. This is how people be talking about some of the most evil motherfuckers, I'm not gonna lie. Guys, it was years ago. Come on, he's grown from that. He just killed a woman. But, come on. They didn't find all the evidence they could have, so, you know, he's actually innocent. What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations? Blah, blah, blah. We can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy think we're a poor nation, can we? So, renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is now no longer with us. Cadopia. Ambassador Paulino. I was wondering if I may ask you about Cadopia. Cadopia? Alright. What would you like to talk about? First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? I found it sticking out of Mr. Cochin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy. Is that correct? Upon closer inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly. That's not all about this key. It's also capable of changing into a knife. Oh, how fascinating! Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key? Hi! In its knife form, there's a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be part of Cadopia.
Hold it!
And how did you come to that conclusion? It has both the Cadopia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were still in Cadopia. It's crazy, he worked there longer than they've been a country. Palladino low-key stares face when he locks in. Kind of, yeah. He's not an ugly guy. I'll give him that. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, he's okay. He got them big-ass sideburns, but I mean, he's good. He's orange as fuck, though. Whoa. Y'all see this lineup? And look at him. Oh my goodness. But he's yellow. Well, he's orange as fuck. He got that tan on him. That spray tan, that is. It doesn't help that everybody else is so pale, too, in comparison. Donald Trump tan. Ambassador Palladino, this key was stolen from the Cadopian embassy 7 years ago. By Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Oh, really? You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into this embassy at that time? I'm sorry, I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador of Babal because I only became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation. But if Manny were still alive, he probably would know what happened back then. Make me the shining example of jaundice. Mr. Cochin and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. But that doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present. Is there anything else? Let me take a closer look at this. To Mr. Edgeworth, Steel Samurai Daddy. A warrior of man... married man of Nia Old Tokyo. The handwriting. Oof. Whew. There's a fine motif on the ornamentation on this blade. Even if Detective Gumshoe claims to see a star motif in it, between the blade and the handle there is a flower, and the key itself is a butterfly. This key was stolen by the Yatagarasu 7 years ago from the Cadopian embassy, which suggests that this was made while Cadopia still existed as a country. Is that not crazy? It's only been set. What's up with them in the number 7 when it comes to time? There's a lot of skilled detailing on this handle. I believe this is a butterfly. This is one amazing ornamental knife. I'm really glad that this beautiful butterfly wasn't ruined by blood. There's not even a drop of it on it. It really is quite exquisite. Wasn't the time skip for Ace Attorney, for the Apollo Ace Attorney game, also 7 years? I get to see my baby again. She's all grown up now. Oh, so much so that even you can understand its beauty, Detective. Hey, why do you always have to look down on my taste, sir? I thought I was 6. I believe it was 7. Hold on, let me check. How big or how long was... $7 years. It's been 7 years. The number 7 is unlucky, I guess. It's getting scary because I'm starting to note that everything is like 7 fucking years. 6 or 7. You just wanted to say that. You just wanted to say that. I know what I like, and this is really well crafted. Why do I look down? Why do I look down on his taste? Because, my dear detective, I'm afraid your tastes are usually quite questionable. This knife. It would appear that the handle is removable. I guess so people can change them whenever they feel like it. Sounds like fun, sir. I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun, detective. So this is what took Mr. Cochin's life. Some of his blood is still on the blade. Wow. I've been a detective for 7 years already. I've seen a lot of weapons in my days. But knives that were used to kill are always the hardest for me to bear. That's the missing blade, it absolutely is. But I do think that there's missing handles too. If it turns out that another person was murdered or something, that would also explain why there's 2 missing. Yes. Unlike guns, this one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it. Yeah, it's just like how this one's practically drenched in it, huh, sir? Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. Okay, we get it, we get it, we get it. Damn, golly. We get it. There's no blood on the handle. I know that's for us, but like at the same time, fuck, dude, we get it. Jesus. Move.
Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, we don't want to play no more. You see the little writing symbol in the corner, how it's not moving? Not responding? Lad. What is it?
Let me tell you something. You're currently my subordinate. If you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect.
What's with the giddy glint in her eyes? I don't think that will really be necessary, Francisca.
Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you're still under me.
I thought Francisca was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. So then why is she here at this embassy?
I was investigating at the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of this mess.
That's right. The Yatagarasu was due to appear at that embassy as well.
Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although, there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well.
But I left Agent Lang in charge. Oh, he's here too. Fuck. Like, I knew... Oh, I knew that, like, the girl, Sheena, who's usually with him, was here, but I was kind of hoping. Like, I forgot he was here. I forgot. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Babylonese embassy. Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well, huh? I see you've met. Well, he's in the Alabastian embassy acting as bodyguard for the ambassador, for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. So the suspect in the murder that occurred in this office was that little girl, I see. Is she, perhaps, trying to be the Yatagarasu?
Kay would never harm a soul, sir.
Kay? You remember, do you not? For the case we investigated together 7 years ago? That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday. So she's that feisty little girl. Kay had been on the trail of the Yatagarasu, which is how she ended up here, looking for the one who took her father's life. I see.
Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Yatagarasu just keeps on tricking us all.
How so?
The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, "I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret."
Ooh.
But all we've had is arson and murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet.
If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. I do wonder, though, if Callisto Yu really is the Yatagarasu.
How has Gochu even made it this far in life? Luck. Pure luck. I'm sorry. If he did not meet these, super cracked investigators, every time he gets in trouble, his life would be over. I'm telling you right now, it would have been raps for him already. I'm so serious. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Can we come in now? Wait, we can look at this.
That's some fireplace. You know, it really gives this place a mansion-like quality, don't you think, sir? Ooh, if these are a staple in every Bubbly's house, then I bet Santa Claus pays them a visit too.
Just how old are you again, agent?
Or detective? Agent? Ooh, you're not that far up yet. My bad. Welcome back. Thank you. I got a new water bottle. Hold on. Filling up my water bottle. A little bit of water bottle ASMR. I didn't even fill up my cup, but you know, it's okay. How did Gumshoe make it this far? I don't know why they haven't fired him. I love Gumshoe as a character, of course, but genuinely speaking, how did he make it this long as a detective? How did he even make it that far being a cop in general? To the point that he even got promoted to being a detective. What else is there? What else is there? Maybe I'm supposed to look at these now? Yeah! Yeah! We know for a fact that the Yatagarazu's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim, Mr. Kochan's pocket, which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in his office. Good thinking, sir. Let's try it out. This guy still believes in Santa. We gotta promote him. They said, take all of Miles' whimsy and joy from when he was 20 and give it to Gumshoe. For when Gumshoe's in his 30s. It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket. It literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. No, me aspiring ASMRist. Enough. Look at Superman. He's whimsy. Okay, but Superman... For Superman, Santa Claus does exist. Superman's world, Santa Claus is a real person. What do we have here? Hey, there's nothing inside. Do you think the Yatagarazu made off with everything, sir? What is this game? Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. This is the first one in the collection. No, detective. I believe all we need is a closer look. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. What is this here? It looks like the ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir. No, I don't think it's ripped. It seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe. Hey, you're right. It won't budge an inch, not even when I tug on it. But I don't think I've ever seen paper stuck on the inside of a safe before. Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe. There's like a fake wall. What do you mean? What I mean is that the secret to the safe is that it has 2 compartments. That's what I'm thinking. It's completely empty. No. Obviously not. Or it has a crack there. I think it might be 2 compartments. I'm a little nervous when I'm gonna click it. Even just by eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I'd say that there's an extra bit of space behind the back wall of the safe. In other words, and this is a safe. This safe has a second compartment. What? I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there's no other lock or keyhole in sight. Actually, there is one more spot of interest to me on this safe. Oh? Yes, and I believe that spot is the keyhole to our mystery second lock. The safe and its locks. Alright then. Since you are so sure of yourself, show me how you deduce your answer. These holes, maybe? Hey, there's a hole here, sir. It's a little too oddly shaped for a latch hole. Oh, that's a funny shape for a latch hole, huh? Shaped kinda like a star, don't you think, sir? Detective, I would hardly call that shape a star. There must be some reason for this hole. Well, there's gotta be some reason why this hole's shaped so weirdly, you know? I think that's probably another one for the lock. I assumed that it was a part of the original safe lock, but maybe. Maybe I'm overthinking things? Nah, there's no way I could ever do that. Detective Gumshoe, could you please be quiet for a second? You're frightening me. Oh. No, I meant to click deduce. Is this spot something is somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? I think... Eureka! Ooh! Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francisca? The shape? It does look very familiar. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more.
Hold it!
Is that so? The person who used this safe, Mr. Cochin, made sure the safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to the hidden half to look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure out? Bleh. You can't be serious. Are you saying that this keyhole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment of this safe? And that is precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove to you right now. I will prove to you right now that the Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it.
Objection!
The Yatagarasu's key? Miles Edgeworth! This had better be a very bad joke. Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment of this safe. We know that this key opens the first compartment of the safe, but the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key. Brother. Oh my gosh. Let's go over this again, shall we? The Yatagarasu's key was originally made to open Mr. Cochin's safe in the Canopian embassy. Imagine it doesn't, bro. Could you imagine them going this far just to be like, oh, you actually got the answer wrong, and I take damage? We confirmed that as a fact by opening the door to his safe with it. Now let's take a look at the back of the key. Looking at the knife portion head on, what do you see? What are you talking? Ah! It appears you've come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head on, the knife's blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. The real function for the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of the safe. But that's preposterous! Because it looks like a knife, and was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago. We fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks. Whatever is hidden inside the secret section must be of incredible importance. Ooh. Then it's even possible that what I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy, hurry up and open that safe. It's kind of cute that she still calls him Scruffy. Yes, sir. Opening it now, sir. Yo, he got gold in there? Okay, Manny. And these items. There. It's a bunch of funny shaped things. Guess they're pieces of art, huh? You're in the way! Now move, Scruffy! I didn't think I was in the way. These pieces of art. They're identical to those... They're identical to the ones that have been stolen from various countries around the world! I figured as much. These are the treasures this section of the safe has... The safe was to hide from view. Oh my gosh. I believe a more thorough examination is required. Thank God the music started. These pieces of stolen art are from around the world. I wonder how much they're worth, especially this one. Eek! Scruffy, don't touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands! Why, do you have any idea what would happen to you if one of them were to break? Is it just me or did she hit one of the pieces of art right now? She don't gaff. Truly, it doesn't matter if she's doing shit. This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. Wonder what it's about. Beats me, sir! Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up, detective? Like, I'm sorry that... I feel so bad for Gumshoe, because Gumshoe seems like they just be talking shit about him. Like, all the fucking time. Like, you know, sometimes he'll say some shit and they'll just, like, make eye contact for a second before they go back to talking about whatever. Ooh, we're missing page number 2 as well. Mr. Cochin's name is written here on the last page. I wonder what the significance of this document is. I didn't mean to click there, I meant to click right here. To build this sort of trick into one safe is really something. Yeah, it's neat how this safe has 2 compartments, but what's really impressive is that the other end of this key was another key. I totally hadn't noticed. I wonder if Mr. Cochin was just paranoid, or if he had secrets of that great of value. Well, yeah, no, he's clearly a part of the smuggling shit we've been talking about. It's like 3 AM here. I just woke up and seeing Damien go live on TikTok was not what I expected. Well, hi, hello, welcome. Speaking of paranoid, I once sharpened both ends of my pencil. But then when I went to erase something, I got all paranoid that I was gonna stab myself. Please refrain from dispensing your special brand of unrelated stories while on duty. Yes, sir. It appears that we've found the key that the Yatagarasu, no, Miss Yu, stole several years ago. Since it was originally from this embassy, maybe she came back to return it? I think her and Manny are together in some way. No clue how, but they're together in some way. Because I'm sorry, even her reaction to him, like, coming up to her and talking to her during her, whole, like, trial thing going on. Like, he literally was just at the fucking court, like, house, and he was like, yeah, I just came to talk. Yeah, I'm just here to talk. Like, oh, okay. Since it was originally from this embassy, maybe she came back to return it? I don't think she's the type to be so kind as to do such a thing, detective. Like, I know damn well if the murderer of my sister, the one that managed to get away with killing my sister, no justice given to my sister, if he tried to come up to me and talk to me, ooh, it would have been crazy. It would have been crazy. Because, like, she wasn't, like, nice to him, but she didn't care to show any kind of, like, real anger about it. She was like, fine, I guess we'll go talk. Like, oh, okay. Okay. Then what do you think, sir? Callisto Yu. I got scared for a second. I thought she was really here. Callisto Yu. For whatever reason. For what reason did she steal the key? Is there anything else around? No, everything's burnt up. Yeah, we looked at all the art. I think we're good to back out. Yo, let her go! Golly! Like, look! Girl, it's okay! Ease up! Golly! Wow! Y'all seeing that? She's in pain! Don't worry, girl. We gonna sue the fuck out of them after this. Trust. Maybe we can ask about the secret compartment? I'm so sad about the chandelier. You mean the ceiling fan? The ceiling fan that possibly fell from the ceiling, as he would have put it. Let's go into this mode again. Beast mode again. I don't know. I don't know. Am I sure I got all the information? Let me look again. It has to be this. It has to be this. Right? Yeah! The design of the knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special Babonese species of butterfly. It does, doesn't it? Plus, it says right here. This knife is property of the Republic of Babal. Perhaps this means that the knife was used in the crime. Perhaps this means that the knife used in the crime was found right in this room? Okay, I don't think these two are gonna go together. But what do we gain from that? Huh? It says I have to talk to her more, but I don't have shit to say to her. Girl. There's no way. This is all I got. Yeah! Maybe you gotta go beast mode again. That's what I keep doing. I'm like, I don't think we have everything. I feel like if I try to do anything else, I'll just lose points. To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret the Yatagarasu is out to steal is in this very room?
Dirty secret?
The papers in the safe.
Franziska, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, then, the person I'm looking for is here in the Babalese embassy. Huh? The head of the smuggling operation. I think I just might need to ask Franziska about her smuggling case in more depth. Yeah. Franziska, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. Also, welcome back, Adam. I suppose the reason you're here right now is related to that? Yes. After analyzing the intel we gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. Took you long enough, damn. God forbid I'm playing the game. God forbid I'm playing the game. And this is what tipped us off. 2 out of 3! 2 out of 3! This accounting document? It's only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. Talking about LMAO. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the Principality of Cadopia. Which means somewhere in the countries of Alabast and Babal is the head. The one pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring. That's Franziska for you. She's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has. Are you talking about Ian? Are you talking about Ian Wayne? Yeah, we got 2 now, so I'm gonna connect them. Oops. What did I press? Let me in. There we go. I pressed the wrong button. So we're gonna go here, because we can't click on anything here, so it's obvious it's time to deduce. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Yes! Eureka! Take a good look at these documents, Franziska. It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Now look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from the set of 3? Eureka! Well, it certainly looks that way. By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at the answer. But it seems you have now found what you were looking for. Yes, and with this, it has become crystal clear that Mr. Cochin himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Balbanese ink. Balbanese ink. Babalese ink is a special product of the Republic of Babel. However, due to a special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported.
Hold it!
I gotta go, sad face. Oh, well, thanks for dropping in. I mean, I post these on YouTube, so you'll eventually be able to watch it on YouTube. I'll try to upload at least, 3 episodes tonight or so. There's, 7 uploaded out of everything. And that reason is... You have YouTube? Yeah. I do. I have a YouTube account where I upload all of my streams for, games like this. The really long story mode games. So you can watch all of that. Some of the streams are really long too, so it's when people put on video essays in the background, you could do it with that. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Cochin. His base was in an embassy, and thus it was hard for both our country and his to interfere. Anyways, good night. Don't forget to eat. I will. I mean, it's only 3:36 for me right now. Don't even worry about it.
making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. Ugh, but it's so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice. Well, even if he is dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds. You expect me to whip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested. Franziska, you must know that Manny Kochin was the suspect in the KG-8 incident. Of course I know! On top of being the head of the smuggling ring, there's the matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved.
Yeah! We did it, chat. Let that little girl go, bro. That is so crazy.
Are you done investigating?
Why'd you scream like that? I didn't scream. I went, yeah! God forbid I show some enthusiasm.
You realize now, don't you? That this girl is the only one it could be? Now come along quietly, Yatagarasu, Kay Faraday. You are under arrest for the murder of Manny Kochin.
This is the most she's ever talked. This is scary.
Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you have to believe me, I didn't do it! I chased a fake Yatagarasu in here, and he was already...
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Hold it!
Hold on. Repost warrior. Repost warrior. You're right. She looks exactly like her. No, that has to be... You're right. I didn't want to say anything because I was like, damn, she really trying to... She's framing people the same way, too. Like, she's immediately trying to get this girl in trouble and everything. She doesn't talk that much. She's like... She's got, like... her hairstyle easily could be like a wig, mind you, too. Like, dude, you're right. You're right. Look! She does look like her! Whoa! Whoa! It looks like she is wearing, like, a wig to cover up most of her face. Like, her eyebrows, everything. And then it looks like... Same eye color, too. Well, no. But same eye shape. You are right on that. She could be wearing contacts, like easily wearing contacts, similar lip shape, similar nose. She's wearing lighter foundation, but most of her body for the like most part is really covered up. Dude! And nobody knows how old Sheena is either. Get her in cuffs. Now. Get her I want her arrested. The sunglasses too. Cuz she does wear sunglasses a lot as well. Well, she's not... a lot of her body is showing, but it kind of looks like she's covering up a lot of herself, too, at the same time. I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. What is that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit of this crime. She trying so hard not to fucking laugh, bro. She hates us. All the dots are her trying not to fucking laugh. I know it's you, bitch. I know it's you! Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are. Let's go to war. It would also explain why she's so keen on just fucking over Kay as well. Like, no shame in, like, holding a child down like that. Where it clearly was painful, too. And then trying to throw her in prison for this murder. Even your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Balvanese embassy tonight.
Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in here with the body.
Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she is the Yatagarasu?
Exactly. But it isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagarasu. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagarasu. Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu.
Very well. Then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny Kochin. She has insane amounts of beef with everyone. She said, I got your daddy, I'm gonna get your ass too. Trust.
Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of.
Girl, you already know. Don't play in my face. I'm gonna press the one that talks about her claiming to be the Yatagarasu. Like, we know that there's multiple, so let's correct that.
Hold it!
Just because she calls herself that doesn't prove that she's the killer.
No, but it does give her a motive. The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, I will be here to steal your dirtiest secret. Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them.
How does she know that? I know she's around, but it's like, it's not like we were talking to her. It's not like she was engaged in the conversation of us figuring that shit out.
So she killed Mr. Kochin for the key.
I see.
Her logic is very sound. Expected nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. It might just be an opening might just be the opening I need.
She wanted to steal documents regarding smuggling, so she... Well, no. She would have needed the key for that, wouldn't she?
Objection!
Agent Sheena, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic.
Oh?
Even if you claim that she's the killer, the Yatagarasu, I am certain that securing the smuggling documents was not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Kochin's body. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. Ooh. She tried not to laugh, look! By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked, it's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all. Hi!
And then perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Kochin had the key on him.
Objection!
If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact.
Need reason? All of this is simply conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe second compartment before returning the key. Hi. But the fact still remains that Mr. Kochin was stabbed to death.
Objection!
But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act.
Actually, I do.
I saw her holding the knife she'd used on the victim with my own eyes. Everyone blocked Lizzie for following so many people. Damn, golly, it's strict around here. You can't even follow people. 10,000 people they followed? Oh my goodness. Lizzie just full of joy. Leave Lizzie alone.
I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes.
Doesn't she have fingerless gloves? Or am I tripping?
What? Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars. The knife wound on the body is consistent with that of the blade from the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is part of a special three-piece set, which is a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There's no counter-argument.
That was your definitive evidence?
You see now that she is definitely the killer, right? No, Mr. Edgeworth! You've gotta believe me! I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy. I swear!
What if she was wearing a long black coat? Edgeworth looks so hot, this frustrated. And my favorite part is that Edgeworth is like canonically hot. That's the shit that kills me. He just be doing nothing with that. He's genuinely one of those people that's just like extremely attractive and doing absolutely nothing with his looks at all. It benefits him in no way to be attractive like that at all. Like it's not like he really like uses it often for like investigating or anything. He just looks like that. Do y'all think that he's like aware that he's like super handsome? Like he might be like, well, no, that's a stupid question, but like genuinely speaking, do you guys think that he's aware that he's like super hot? Because he be sounding so confused when girls are like, oh my god, Edgeworth. He'll just be standing there like, okay. Low-key, no. Probably not, to be honest. And you came in here because you were chasing this suspicious person?
That's right! I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights, but then...
Oh, that's so scary! Could you imagine? He was super misogynistic in the first couple games, so I doubt it matters to him. No, because I'm not gonna lie, all of us, every single person here, every single person watching, even if you're not talking, I know some of y'all like to sit there, don't worry, you're also appreciated. But including the people that aren't speaking, everybody, we're all gonna jump him for when he called me a bimbo. I ain't forget that. He was tripping for no reason. What was that about? I ain't forget about that when he randomly called her a bimbo and she didn't even do shit. Like, we gotta jump him for that.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Oh, wait. This is...
So she just lied. There's no knife in her hand or nothing. Hello?
I came into this room upon hearing the girl's scream, and then I saw her holding the knife. I immediately restrained her.
So the object K felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon.
I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it.
Shit, I forgot to take a look at her model. I think she does have full gloves on. Yeah, unfortunately. Girl, get some fingerless gloves before I get mad as fuck. That way we can at least get your prints acknowledged as, like, a way that you didn't touch it. Like, holy fuck. Oh, but she's a thief, Nomi. She can't get her prints anywhere. You right. You're right, Chad. My bad.
But the suspicious person in the black coat who came into this room before me... You continue to insist that there was such a person. But if there was,
Where did they go?
That I don't know. But I know they came in here.
That sounds like the desperate excuses of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth.
She's a point.
Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show they are with some solid evidence. Guys, I feel lonely. Someone yab with me.
I hated him for the longest time. No, because when he said that shit about her being a bimbo, I was like, there's no way. Out of all the characters you could be calling bimbo like that, talking crazy. He was talking crazy. I'm gonna start on Mother's Day gift while listening. Real.
Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't.
Okay. Don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that.
Oh. He's so kind. He's so kind in his own weird little way. Like, I noticed that with younger Edgeworth, he was less, like, while he, at the end of the day, he did help people, like, when he was, like, 20, it was also very, like, selfish at the same time. It wasn't, like, he wasn't helping them because he wanted to specifically help, like, Gumshoe, for example. Gumshoe just happened to be innocent. He felt like Gumshoe was innocent, so he was like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I don't really gaff about Gumshoe. Like, y'all do whatever, but I don't think he's the one that did it, so I'm gonna prove that he's not the one that did it. I don't know. It feels kind of, like, kinder. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like it's more because he wants to help her versus him just wanting to be right and find the absolute truth.
Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument if you can.
If you can. Ooh. Okay, but Sheena body is T. We been on this. Come on now.
Don't worry. I can and will.
Here we go again. I kind of like doing her voice. It's very easy on my throat. I was pressing the wrong button. No.
Objection!
So the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth? What are you getting at?
I don't know what it is about evil women in this game, but they always gotta say her face and body. No, because I'm 100% sure the second you put that image in my mind, you know that Homelander meme where, like, the screen is glowing golden? That's what it fucking felt like. Like, it was like my brain unlocked hearing that. But, like, I was like, wait, yeah, no. Like, we don't know 100%. So she could be an innocent woman, but I don't think so. I think she really is her. Like, look, y'all. She just carries, it's been 7 years. It's not that shocking that she carries herself just a bit differently. Like, holy shit. I'd like for you to look at this.
There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched. It was in fact not the real murder weapon. It wasn't the real murder weapon? This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? As you can see, the Babyliss knife has now been disassembled into 2 parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed by the butterfly-themed knife. Oh, whoa, wait. So it's not a wig. She really got her hair like that. I still think it's her. Don't care. The haircut definitely helps cover up features like her eyebrows and her eyelids, for the most part. Ooh, girl, whoa. This should clear up any and all suspicion surrounding Kay. Your argument isn't airtight yet. How so? It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles.
Hold it!
Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing? I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem.
Objection!
The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer. The symbol. This means that it's from the other place, doesn't it? That's from Alabast. This knife isn't from here. This is from the Alabast thing. And Kay could never have gone to the Alabast side of things. What is this mark on there? It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means. No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar. And so they do. However, will this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this.
Take that!
You can't be serious. It appears you've made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right. The Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this blade is from one of Alabast's ornamental knives. Huh. This part of the knife handle has Babal's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Babalese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Sheena? After the fire broken out. That's right. Kay entered the Babalese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Albastan side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire. Which means that Kay could not have transported an Albastinian object over here. They just be making up any kind. Why can't they use real places? Am I tripping? I guess, whatever. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Whoop! Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! What a great victory! Why are you touching him like that in the back? Get off of him. That would be so embarrassing, because what do you mean you cheered for them and they just sat there dead silence? They're like, just ignore him. Oh, why is everyone so quiet? I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? An Alabastian knife? Here? Do you mean, how did it find its way to the Republic of Babal? didn't just find its way over. It didn't just find its way over. Rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over.
You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just standing around. Thinking while you're on the run? Now that's the way a real great thief operates.
Okay.
Thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did.
Not really, but... You're a liar! You're a stinky little liar!
Come on! You don't have to be shy about it.
Your argument is still not airtight. Girl, shut up. Would you care to elaborate? Bye! I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there's still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu. Okay, but you can't really arrest her on that. Am I tripping? This game be pissing me off so much because it's pretending like it's in a world where like the police really are good at doing their job. Especially the American police. Like, can we please be serious? They straight up will have like murderers roam in the streets before their trials. And that's how like other people end up getting killed too, mind you. But they want me to believe that this little girl, that they really have no proof besides her just like running around as a dumbass kid talking about I'm the Yatagarasu. Like just telling people that's your whole proof? You can arrest her for that even though you know she didn't even do the murder? Like what?
That again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I'm the real Yatagarasu. I'm not like that fake one that goes around setting fires, okay?
Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire.
Objection!
Preposterous! On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing? The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu? Like, girls, please stop doing that. Please. Stop fucking doing that, girl. That in itself is the most elegant proof.
Miss Sheena.
Yes?
I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said.
Girl, shut up, shut up, shut up, bro! Oh my god, this is how Phoenix feels. I know for a fact Miles is standing there like, is this how Phoenix feels? Is this how Phoenix feels? I'm not gonna lie, it just clicked with me that Miles low-key living his defense attorney life right now for the first time. His original dream, what he wanted to originally be in these games. Like, it's not in a courtroom, but, you know, he's defending these people like they're his clients. Is this not kind of crazy?
I am the great thief Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards. I will walk it the best I can.
It's not good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that.
Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you too, as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay?
Well, she said, girl, you look like shit with them glasses on. I'm taking them off.
Well, I guess we better get going.
Going? To where?
To the Kingdom of Alabast. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right?
I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabastian knife came from, we'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt. Understood. Alright, oh my goodness.
Okay. We're gonna save here. I kind of want to keep playing, but I also kind of want to take a break for a little bit. So, what if I take a little break? What if I take a little break? And then come back in like a couple hours? Because it's only like 4. But I don't know, I don't know. What are we thinking, chat? Yes, Nomi, get off. Nomi, we don't care. Like, oh, okay.
Girl, I don't know.
Take a break? Okay. We're gonna take a break. Alright, I'll be back later. Bye, everybody. Bye.